It was a warm evening in July, when Hannah and her daughter Jade had just finished washing their dishes from dinner. Hannah's husband had passed away a few years prior, so it was just her and Jade, as well as their dog Molly. As Hannah closed the dishwasher, she started hearing a strange noise coming from the entryway. She shrugged it off at first, thinking that it was probably the house cooling down. A while later she heard it again. Still holding her daughter, she looked around the corner. Nothing could have prepared her for what she saw. A shadow of a man, right outside their door. Hannah stared at the shadow. Just by looking at the shadow she could tell he was muscular. She held her daughter tighter as her fear grew. She couldn't believe this was happening. Molly's ears shot up and the low growl started to rise from deep in her throat. Hannah jumped when a loud, harsh bark rang out from the living room. The man started banging on the door, attempting to break the glass window, but it was unsuccessful. Hannah felt a sense of relief wash over her, thinking that maybe he had given up. Then she heard it. Something had been put into the lock. Then she realized what was happening. The man was trying to pick the lock. Hannah, terrified, ran down the hall holding Jade tightly, Molly racing right behind them. She had to find a place to hide. She had watched the video on how to stay safe if an intruder ever breaks in. She tried to remember where an intruder would be less likely to search for valuables, but she couldn't recall where the safest place was. But as she was trying to remember, she heard the lock click. The man had unlocked the front door. She had run out of time. She knew that she had to find a place to hide. Fast. She jumped through the doorway of a bedroom. She quickly shut the door, but still made sure she shut it as quietly as she could, as to not draw attention to where she was hiding. She then proceeded to go into the closet. The door opened inward, so she put something to barricade the door. Molly started growling again and Hannah quickly hushed her. They could hear a lot of noise coming from downstairs. The man was looking through drawers and opening and shutting cabinets. Doors creaked open, sometimes taking a while to shut again as the intruder shuffled things around. Hannah heard another door creak open. She knew he had entered the downstairs bathroom because that door had a very distinct creaking noise when it was opened. Then she heard something very concerning. Footsteps on the stairway. He was coming upstairs. Hannah knew there were only 5 rooms upstairs. Her bedroom, Jade's bedroom, a playroom, a bathroom, and a guest bedroom, which was the room they were hiding in. Hannah heard the door to her bedroom open first, then some rummaging, and finally she heard the door shut. She then heard the door to Jade's bedroom open and then shut a second later. Almost as if the intruder realized that nothing of value was in there, she heard the door to the bathroom open and a minute later the door shut. Then the playroom door opened and shut as fast as Jade's bedroom door. She then heard the doorknob to the guest bedroom start to rattle. Hannah covered her mouth with her hand when she heard the door creak open. He had picked that lock as well. She could hear his footsteps on the hardwood floor as he walked around the room. She then saw a shadow from underneath the door of the dark closet. The doorknob turned and the door started to shake. Fortunately, the barricade kept the door from opening, even as the man threw his body against it. The man eventually gave up and walked out of the room to search some more. As soon as she could hear him walking downstairs, she pulled out her phone and dialed 911.
911, what's your emergency?
Hello, my name is Hannah Johnson. Someone has broken into my home. I am hiding in the guest bedroom closet with my daughter and my dog. Please hurry. We are very scared. He was in the room earlier and he tried to open the closet door. I barricaded it so he couldn't get in, but I am worried that if he tries to get in again, he will get in and hurt us.
Stay calm and stay hidden. The police are on their way.
When the police arrived, they arrested the man and then went to search for them. The officer came to the closet door and knocked.
Police department, is there anyone in there?
Yes, we are in here. Hold on, let me move the barricade.
Don't worry, you're safe now.